All right, man. Hold on. Let me see if this thing is on, man. Let me see if this thing is on, man. It has been too freaking long. Let's see. Is this shit working? Oh, it looks like it is. Random Trav. What is good, boys? Holy. It has been way too freaking long, man. It has been way too long. Let me just make sure all that's looking good. Pause that. Pause that. Lyro, my guy, what's good? Tyrone, what's good? Holy shit, chat. Holy shit. When's the last time I talked to you guys? It's been like, what, a month? 3 weeks? Something like that? Holy shit. Travas, my guy, what's good? On my last day of vacation today? Oh, hell yeah, bro. I hope the vacation's been good, man. I hope the vacation has been fire. Chat, what's good, man? Holy shit, what is good? How are we doing, man? Long time no see. I hope you guys have been good, bro. I hope you guys have been good. It has been way too long, but I am back and we are going to be locked in and we are going to be lit. We're going to be locked in and we are going to be lit because over the next, what, week or so, is we got a bunch of things going on. We got a bunch of things going on. Let me just tweet that I'm live real quick. Let me just pop this tweet that I'm live real quick. I need a little meme picture to post. Here we go. Let me just put this youtube.com/@JakeMaverick. Man, it's been a minute since I tweeted out one of these, bro. Twitch.tv/JakeMaverick. Bang. Post. Cool. Trav with the 10 months. Let's go. Starting us off hot, my guy. I appreciate you. Lyra, we're going to talk about it, bro. We're going to talk about this thing that I got on screen here in a sec. What's good, chat, man? How you guys been? Good to see the rumors of your demise weren't true. They were not true. Chat, I apologize for the lack of streams and content recently. I've been in the blender, bro. So for one, I'll give you guys quick updates on where I've been. One, I started working with 1v1 Me. I'm sure a lot of you guys kind of know a little bit about 1v1 Me at least this point because they sponsored around the CDL for a few months during this past season. So I've been working with them on casting their matches in their SND league Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights on their Twitter, on their Twitch and their YouTube. So if you want to, pop by, I'll be live tonight over there. So I've been casting the 1v1 Me SND league. I started with them like a little over a week and a half ago. So I was getting up to speed with them. Tyrone with the membership, my guy Tyrone, thank you, with 8 months. Let's go. Also, chat, it's September on Twitch. I totally missed out on the September shit, but hey, if anyone's feeling generous, bro, we're over there as well. But so I've been working with 1v1 Me, doing some casting for them as well as some other part-time work. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit of something going on outside of just the general content that I do on my channel to help pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting married next month, so we got to pay for that. So I've been doing that as well as, bro, I'm not going to lie, man. I just like Trav with the tier 1 on Twitch for 4 months. My guy, Trav, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for real, man. Wolf, Smartian, how we doing, bro? On top of that, though, chat, I just haven't been playing any games, bro. I'm not going to lie. I haven't been playing, like, pretty much anything. Since, like, the last time I streamed and we were playing Apex, that might be the last time I played Apex. I have not been playing anything. I really just have not been doing much at all, which is, I don't know, bro. I've just been kind of, like, in that life blender where, like, I haven't really had the desire to do anything. So I've just been sort of chilling, like watching some soccer, watching some NFL, like chilling with Kayla, planning the wedding. We did some last minute wedding thing, like got my suit done and picked up wedding bands and things like that. So it's sort of just been doing life shit and getting up to speed with this new 1v1 Me part-time job that I'm rocking with. Oscar, what's good, man? How we doing? So that's kind of where I've been, bro. I have like been streaming, like I said, on the 1v1 Me channels on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights. So it doesn't feel like it's been as long streaming for me because I've been live talking to the people over there for the last 2 weeks. So if you want to check that out, obviously you can feel free to check out their Twitch and their YouTube. I'll be live over there tonight, but definitely a nice little break. And it wasn't a bad time to have a little content break because there was nothing happening CDL wise, really. There was nothing happening pretty much at all that I really was like looking to talk about. But we finally have some things to talk about, and I figured now is the best time to be back, bro. We got Black Ops 7 on the way, COD next, coming up at the end of the month, as well as the beta at the beginning of next month. We're getting some CDL news, some team announcements that we're going to talk about. And then we also have World Series of Warzone coming up in next week, I believe, which we're going to watch party. We got a bunch of things coming up that I'm going to want to talk about and stream and things. So I figured today is the best day to get it going once again. I think the process comes out in the next 8 days, bro. I have no idea. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think about FaZe Vegas? We could start with FaZe Vegas. I have some things pulled up here. Where is it? I have some things pulled up that I wanted to talk about that I haven't really discussed with you guys, and obviously I want to know what y'all are thinking. FaZe Vegas rebrand. Where do we start? Okay, let's start with the team, because we've talked about the team a bit previously when it was all rumored. The team, I think, is underrated. I think Simp Draws 04 and Abuza is actually going to be pretty good. I think they're going to be good. Now, are they going to be like in every grand final like we saw from Surge last year, like we've seen from FaZe in the past? Probably not. I think that the talent is pretty well spread across the teams this year. I mean, I definitely think like Optic is like for sure like at the top, and that LAT team at their peak I think could be disgusting. But I think the talent is pretty spread. I think this FaZe team is good. Rebrand wise, I mean, you guys let me know what you think. It's a little bit ass. It's a little bit ass. For one, them moving to Vegas, and I don't really care if I'm being honest. Whether they're Atlanta, they're Vegas, or they're fucking New York, it doesn't matter to me what they are. It's FaZe is FaZe. The logo is not my favorite. The logo is not my favorite. And FaZe not being red and black is really, really weird. But, and I think I might be in the minority on this, I think the logo looks better in pink and white than like the leaked ones were with like the black and the red. FaZe is not pink, it's red, but I think this branding looks better in this pink and white vibe. Like, I feel like the logo looks more appealing. It's not my favorite logo. I think it's kind of trash. But I think the colorway actually makes it a little bit better. That might be a hot take. I've seen some people on Twitter kind of disagreeing with me there, but I don't know, bro. The rebrand is underwhelming, man. The rebrand is definitely underwhelming. I think any other team besides Optic or FaZe could change their color to pink and it would be sick. I mean, it's definitely cool to see, like, if we get some other colors, right? Because if you look at the league, bro, we have, what, 3 green teams. We have, like, half the league is, like, some sort of blue. We had a couple red teams. Now, I guess we only have 1 red team, right? Now we just have Thieves. And then, like, there's no yellow anymore because the subliners aren't a thing. We have, like, 1 orange team. There definitely feels like we needed more color variation. So I don't mind the pink, but it just isn't FaZe at the end of the day. Geo, my guy, what's good? What's good? Vegas FaZe, we're talking about right now. Listen, the rebrand to me is kind of an L. I just don't like the logo. I don't like the fact that they're pink and not red anymore. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm not a FaZe fan, I guess. So, like, I ultimately don't really care all that much about what their branding looks like. It's still FaZe, and I still think their team's going to be fun to watch. Hold on one sec. Let me turn my light on. It's a little dark. A little bit dark in here. Let me flick that light on. Bro, chat, I cooked my back. I don't know what I did, but last week, I think I'm not even joking. I must have, like, slipped a disc or something or pinched a nerve in my back. My back is fucked. I literally can't stand up straight. And if I sit down for a couple hours, I literally it's so bad. I'm going to the chiropractor next week, but it's the earliest they could get me in, and I'm in hella pain. So if you see me, like, move and start wincing, that's probably why. My back is cooked. I don't know what I did. Is that the confirmed FaZe team? It is, Dylan. Yeah, this is the official Atlanta FaZe team. They announced this a few days ago, so it's been out for a minute. Obviously, we've seen the rumors for a little bit there, but yeah, I mean, you guys let me know. What do you think about the FaZe branding, and then what do you think about the team itself? Branding, kind of an L in my book. Team, I like the team. How are you 0-2 in fantasy football? Dude, Gabe, I'm in 8 leagues. I'm in 8 leagues, and every week I've lost in 2 of the 8, but one of those 2 has been that one league in both weeks so far. So generally, my fantasy football teams are doing pretty good, but for some reason, that league is not going well. Kayla, what's up? How we doing? Go back to work. What are we doing there? Hey, thank you, Tyrone. Thoughts on Nasty going to Boston? Yeah, we got to we could talk about that. We can talk about that. Let me pull up Ronnie real quick. Let me pull up Ronnie real quick. Hello? Here we go. Nasty to Boston, chat. I mean, bro, listen, I'm going to be honest. This is a W for the Boston Breach. This is an L for Nasty. Right? I think everybody can kind of agree for that, right? For the Boston Breach, they were a team last year that was like inconsistent, kind of shit, but had some upset potential. And I mean, listen, I can only say so much because they took down the Thieves in so many important moments. So they upgraded from Awakening to Nasty, which is definitely a W for them. But for Nasty to go from a team that made almost every grand final last year and had made a grand final at EWC even the year before on Thieves. I mean, this guy's coming off of like 5 out of 6 grand finals in the last 6 events or something like that. For him, this is like a downgrade, right? This is a downgrade. Now, Snoopy's pretty good. I think Purge is pretty good. I think Cammy can have his moments. Unless those guys take like a step up, like we get a more consistent, better version of Cammy, or we get a more consistent version of Purge. This to me just feels like Boston Breach Black Ops 6 2.0, but like slightly better. Like slightly better. I don't know. It definitely feels like they could be slightly better. I understand from the Boston POV why they kind of kept their core, because I mean the team overperformed, right? I mean, Boston probably made more money last year than they did at any other season of the league. They upgraded their probably consensus worst player into Nasty, who I think is one of the better, more consistent, like, you know what you're going to get from Nasty type ARs in a league, which I think is good. Nasty got fucked over. That's what I'm saying, Lyro. Like, I was hoping Nasty was going to get on, like, the Gentlemates team or that Ultra team. He doesn't get on any of those, and now he's on this Boston Breach team, which, I mean, I guess is the next best thing, right? Because, like, I mean, maybe you could argue, like, that potential Rocker team if he went over there instead of, like, Slasher or Skies, but... And now I got the hiccups, bro. What's going on? Is it this upcoming season that Halo Pros can join CDL teams the next season? No, it's this upcoming season. It's kind of like a weird timing because the Halo year ends like pretty close, I think, to the start of the COD season. So like timing wise, it's definitely kind of odd because Halo Pros won't be able to like dedicate their time for the new COD season because they're focused on winning the Halo World Championship by the end of the year. So we'll see if any of them get on teams, but they're going to switch over. And I would imagine if no Halo players start on a pro roster at the start of the season, at least like 2 of them are getting picked up mid-year onto some teams, I think. They're either getting picked up mid-year or they're going to be like playing top challengers all season on like an Optic Nation type roster and challengers. Maybe get on Omit or something like that for some of the guys that aren't on Optic. So... I don't know. I think the Halo players are going to be pretty good, though. I'm excited to see what they can do when they come over. But, yeah, bro, Nasty to Boston. I kind of feel bad for them. I mean, maybe they'll be a team that's upset potential again and they can show us something, but kind of stinks. I feel bad for Nasty, bro. I really do. I feel really bad for Nasty. I mean, his teammates went to FaZe. 04 and Abuza went to FaZe. And Nep went to Gentlemates, right, with a good roster over there. So Nasty kind of got the short end of the stick here, which is sort of unfortunate. Sort of unfortunate there. But chat, I mean, let's talk about this, bro. This just dropped this morning. The COD League is considering trialing an 8-team major this season. Rocket. Look at chat. See, Rocket wants to talk to you guys. I don't know what he's barking at. They're considering trialing an 8-team major. Is the stream buffering? I mean, I don't know if it's buffering for anyone else. On my end, it looks like it's good. OBS is not showing any lag, so hopefully it's just you. I mean, hopefully it's, fixes, but I think it might just be you, Gabe. But, Apparently this 18 major is supposedly going to be the DreamHack Birmingham event. Let me see if I can find where it says this. It's looking like it's going to be the DreamHack Birmingham event at the end of March. This part I think is interesting. It would be, you would earn your seeding through an 11 match round robin qualifier split. So every single team would do a round robin qualifier, I'm guessing online, where they would play every other team, right? They would play every other team once. And then the top 8 teams after playing every team are the 8 that qualify for this event. Now, an 18 major is an absolute L, bro. An 18 major is an absolute L. 18 major, what does that mean? It literally means 4 teams don't go to the event. It's like champs. It literally means 4 teams just do not qualify. So the bottom 4 teams after the round robin 11 match thing, whoever has the bottom 4 records just literally wouldn't go to the UK to play at this event, which I think is an absolute L. I don't mind the qualifier idea of it. I do not mind that. But listen, I mean, I think we all know kind of why this is. I think we all know why they're doing this, right? It's to save money. Less teams at an event means less production cost, means less equipment cost. And then also on top of that, it means teams that don't qualify, which is more than likely going to be the teams that don't spend a lot of money because their rosters are just not going to be good enough to qualify. They don't have to spend money to send their team out there. They don't have to spend money on travel, on hotels, on everything that would be required, even more expensive than an NA event because this one's going to be held in the EU. This one's going to be held in the UK. So at the end of the day, this is like strictly to me feels like just a play for the CDL and for some of the bottom tier orgs to save money. Now, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe there's some other thinking into this. I don't know why they think this is a good idea. This just does not feel like it fits what anybody wants in COD. We want more events. We want more teams. We want open bracket. We don't want less teams at the event, especially because it's the first UK event, bro, in so long. Right, the UK, I mean, EU in general has wanted events for a while. We finally got one last year in Madrid. The UK has been begging for an event for so long. They're finally going to get one at DreamHack, which is also a W. And it's only going to be 8 teams. And also, I guess it's another thing that's important to note. Being as this is the DreamHack event, this is rumored for, DreamHack, I think, is only 3 days. At least DreamHack last year was only 3 days. And this would fit that timeline. So I guess they wouldn't have to do the whole, like, 2 streams, 2 stages thing they did at DreamHack Major 4 this past year, which is another way for them to save money. So to me, this just feels strictly like a saving money type of thing, which kind of sucks. Which definitely kind of sucks. Fix up, is Birmingham an L? Obviously, I've never been to the UK. I mean, the most UK I've been was a layover in the London Heathrow Airport. So I have really not been to the UK. I don't know what it's like in Birmingham, but it seems like some people kind of think like maybe it's an L location, but the fact that it's at DreamHack is kind of cool. But this is just a total L, bro. I mean, this is just strictly like a total L. There is just nothing good about this in my mind. There's just nothing good about this. Like this would change the tournament from a 4-day major to a 3-day major and has been pitched as a true double elimination tournament. What does that even mean? I guess the concept of it being a true double elimination tournament would mean that only 8 teams qualify. So everyone would start in winners, whereas like current CDL majors, the bottom 4 start in losers. So it's like one and done for them. So I guess that's why they're saying it's a true double elim. Kind of trash, if you ask me. And it also says this idea could be subject to change. However, they believe the schedule announcement video has already been recorded, which means to indicate a decision has already been made. So, I mean, this article is from Jacob Hale. It's from esports.net. Jacob Hale, I'm guessing, is working with them now. So shout out to him. Bro. It's just an L, bro. It's just an L. Birmingham isn't bad. Okay, there we go. There we go. I mean, I don't know if I'll be there, right? I mean, events are just expensive to go to in general, let alone flying overseas. But I'll obviously be watch partying it either way, so. I don't know, dude. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure about the thinking here. I think it's just a play to save money. I'm not a big fan, but you guys let me know what you think, what you think about this potential 8-team major. Like I said, I do think this round robin thing is cool. I do think an 11 match round robin is cool for qualifiers. Champs is at Vegas. Supposedly, that's the rumor. The rumor right now is Major 1 Toronto, Major 2 DreamHack Birmingham, Major 3. I don't think there's a specific event rumored, but one can assume it's going to be an Optic hosted, probably Texas event. Major 4 Paris, and then Champs Las Vegas, and then obviously EWC and Riyadh. I think that is kind of like the general rumor right now for events, which I think those are W locations. Like, I think we get a Canada event in Toronto, which, I mean, people have said Toronto, not in Kitchener, actually in Toronto, which I think is awesome. I think a UK event is awesome. Optic hosting a Texas event is just always really well run, so I think that's really dope. And then a Paris event, we get an event in France. We've seen how insane French esports fans can be. That is sick. And then Vegas Champs is another one that we've seen in the past that people have liked. So event locations are, I think they're cooking with those. I think they're cooking with those this year. FaZe wants home crowd cheese. Oh, man. I wonder if they'll have any, you know, home crowd people in Vegas. I don't know how many they had in Atlanta, but they never really hosted an event, so EWC will be huge this year. Yeah, I mean, EWC every year, bro. There's just so much money up for grabs. There's so much money on the line. What else did I have pulled up? Oh yeah, this is just a video for DreamHack Birmingham. So I mean, the event is going to be March 27th to the 29th. They haven't officially announced that COD is going to be here, but it's pretty obvious that it's going to be. So, hey, if you live in the UK, if you live in the EU, or you just are looking to go to this event, I mean, plan your trip now. Plan your trip now, because that's what it's looking like when it's going to be. The end of March. So listen, okay, hold on. Let's math this out real quick. Let's run the hypothetical. If Major 2 is the end of March, that means Major 1 is probably sometime February, maybe like end of January, beginning of February, right? Because there's usually like a month. Usually like what, 4, 5, 6 weeks in between events. It kind of just varies depending on when I guess they can book venues. I don't like that, bro. I don't like, if we say, let me look at my calendar. If we say Major 1 is maybe like January like 29th through February 1st, that last weekend of January, first weekend of February, there would be a long break until Major 2, bro. And even if they pushed it back a week or so into February, it still is like a weird break. And then that means the season's probably not going to start until, I mean, I don't know if they'll do the same thing as this past year where they started like before the holidays and then they took like a 3-week break after like the first week or so and then they got back, or if they'll wait till after the holidays. Boston get Nasty, be happy my team could contend. I mean, listen, Nasty's an upgrade, Jaden, for sure. Nasty's an upgrade for sure for that Boston team. Major 1, I'm booking the date off. It's going to be 3 hours for me. Hell yeah. There you go. There you go. Rick, my guy, what's good, bro? What is good? Yeah, listen, the event locations are fire this year. I'm very excited for the event locations. Some of the other things maybe aren't as good, but we'll see what happens. There's still time for things to change, right? We still have other teams that need to announce rosters. I mean, we don't know anything about Cloud9 roster. We don't know anything about the Surge roster. Is that all? Is those the only teams we don't know anything about at this point? Or is there one I'm missing? Because we got some rumors about Rocker. We got some rumors about Boston. Those might be the only 2 teams we don't know anything about just yet. Do we think there's 5 majors? Maybe. I don't know, right? If Optic's hosting 2, I'd imagine it's going to be what? Texas and Chicago. Major 3 will be one of them most likely. And then the other one will be what? Major 5? So we'll see. Who did Abe go to? Are you talking about Abe like Abe or Abe like Abizi? Abizi is supposedly on Thieves, and then Abe is unknown. There hasn't been any rumors about him. Yeah, Josh, I saw them talking about the perks. I'm going to go through the entirety of the Black Ops 7 reveal in a minute here to talk about everything, but it looks like the perks are kind of in weird slots that would kind of negatively affect the CDL and competitive play. But I already saw Parasite say something about it, and then one of the, I don't know if he's like a dev or who he is at Treyarch, already responded. So like it seems like they already are aware of like maybe we need to rotate where some of these perks are going to be. I have not gone over the BO7 stuff yet, Dylan. I'm going to do that in a second here because I'm definitely I mean, listen, I'm excited for BO7 chat. The first of all, we're supposed to get more information on Wednesday. I saw Charlie Intel say we're supposed to get zombie stuff at some point, right? The 29th, is that when zombie stuff is? Or am I tripping about that? Maybe that's what's happening on Wednesday. We got COD next on the 30th, and then the beta starts on the 2nd. Bro, when chat, the Black Ops 7 early access beta is next week. It's a little over a week from now. It's on Thursday of next week. That's insane, bro. It's here. It's here. And then we'll have a week of the beta, and then obviously the game doesn't come out till November 14th, but there's been rumors they might move that up. I don't know if they actually will. But I mean, dude, it's coming around. You got to pre-order to get the first beta. Yeah, you got to pre-order, or I think one of the Game Pass subscriptions, probably the more expensive one, will get you early access or something like that. But yeah, you just got to pre-order to get the first beta, the early access one. You don't have to, it doesn't even have to be the Ultimate Edition. It's just pre-order either of them. Game Pass, you get early access. There you go. So if you want to play early, you could do it like that, or you could try to get a code. I don't know who has codes and who's giving them out. But that's another thing you could do. That is another chat. I can't type, bro. I'm trying to send a text and I can't do it. The changes, I expect more comp matches. You think? Dude, I don't know, bro. The CDL just never cease. Like, they just... I'm never surprised with the stupid things they decide to do. I'm just never surprised with the things they decide to do. Thoughts on LAT dropping their best player for a bottom 5 player last year? Their best player, and that might be a hot take. I would say, I would say Scrap was probably our best player. He's still on the team. But listen, they're taking a gamble, bro. The Thieves are taking a gamble, bringing on Kenny, who's coming off a bad year, and even Abizi, who's coming off not a good year for his standard, right? You got to see what they're going to do. But if that team hits form, they're going to be fucking nasty. TJ said Ghosty was their best player. I mean, TJ's not even in the league right now, brother. No disrespect. I think we all know that. No disrespect to Dan either. Scrap was the best player last season for sure. I mean, he won MVP. But I do think Dan was undervalued. I do think Ghosty and Envoy at this point are undervalued because of how they ended the season, and then obviously now they've been dropped. So, whatever. They're still sticking together. I think that Gentlemates team is going to be pretty fun to root for. I'm definitely excited to root for them. I'm definitely excited to root for them. Dude, Rick, I have not... Dude, I'm not even trolling. I just have not been, like, on Twitter or, like, locked into anything CDL related the last couple weeks. Like, I haven't seen anything. Stream clips, pretty much nothing. Unless it's, like, an official leak or rumor posted by, like, Breaking Point or Ronnie. I haven't seen nothing. I've been so unlocked. And to be honest, it's been a nice reset. I can't lie. It's been a nice reset. Envoy got dropped? Oh, yeah, he's gone. Envoy and Ghosty both got dropped, and they're going to Gentlemates. Hey, chat, don't forget to drop a like on the YouTube stream, man. I hope you guys have been good. I know I've been gone for a while, but we're back. We're going to start locking back in here as we get closer to this BO7 stuff. World Series of Warzone watch party coming up in a week or so. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to just be back at it and having ourselves a good time. But, I mean, shit, should we talk about BO7? They've released, like... I mean, we can obviously talk about the CDL as we talk about this, right? We're gonna flip-flop all over the place. They dropped this massive article with so much stuff in here. 59 is the lowest. Yeah, dude, I know. The YouTube members and the Twitch subs and stuff are down bad. But it's all right, bro. We're gonna bring it back. Let's go, Midnight. Chat, let's watch this trailer, bro. Let's watch this trailer. If you haven't seen it, let's get into it, man.
They know we're here. Go
Lower
out.
this a little more. Wait a sec. They're not. This isn't going to copyright strike me, right? Because they use the Fiend song in here. Am I going to get copyright striked if I play this music on YouTube? Does anybody have any idea? Because obviously they have it. Just mute it. All right, we'll just keep it muted. I don't want to risk it. YouTube is kind of weird. YouTube is kind of weird. Okay, hold on. Let's restart. Let's restart and let's kind of talk about it as we go through it. All right, actual in-game footage. Here we go. For anyone that hasn't seen it, let's watch it. I watched it earlier. Looks okay. I mean, it's your average trailer. Also, why is this quality so shit? There you go. Little tack stance, wall jump, bang. That person's an illusion. First of all, that person's, you know, fucking illusions over here. Take him from behind. Oh yeah, bend that man over. Little finishing move too. Sticking a nade on his back. Yeah, I mean, all of this stuff, obviously this is just a trailer. Everything we need to know info-wise about, like, everything is in the blog post that we're going to look at after this. But some weapon animations, I mean, it looks good. I like the colors, too. I feel like the game doesn't look, like, dull, which is a W. Here we go. We got the Peacekeeper. This is mid-map on one of the maps right here. Slide, shoot, hip fire. Little wall jump into a noob tube. That's kind of crazy. Okay, pause. What the hell was that? How did he just make his pistol into dualies? He's got one pistol. Shoots the drone and the trophy system. Where's the second one come from? Questions that need to be answered. Yes, wall jumping looks like you can wall jump on anything. Okay, you can break through some glass. So there is going to be some glass you can bust through. Kill streaks. It does look like there's a big emphasis on kill streaks being good in this game, which I think is, I mean, for the CDL, I don't know how much that's going to matter for us because, I mean, everything gets banned or GA'd anyway for the most part. But for pubs, that's fun. Little RC type of guy here. Automatic doors. We've seen that before. Shotgun. Incendiary rounds on the shotgun. As you can see, people lighting on fire. So, you know, Dragon's Breath shotgun rounds are probably going to be annoying, if I had to guess. Some more look at the kill streaks. You can pet it. I guess that's cool. Sniping. I noticed this. This is one of the big things I noticed. Bro, quick scoping doesn't look bad. Now, I don't know, like, what attachments are on this sniper, but it doesn't look that bad. That quick scope did not look, like, super slow. Here's another one of the overclocked cluster grenades, which is kind of cool. The overclocking seems to be a big thing in this game. Another look at a kill streak here. This thing's back, bro. Yeah, this thing's back. Millimeter scanner, like we're back in fucking BO2, bro. Scanning people through walls and stuff with ADS. This kill streak looks like it's going to be nasty. I guess this is just their version of Jug. I like the Juggernaut. Overclock gear. So you can overclock. I'm not even going to pause this because all of this is in the blog post. I briefly scrolled through it. So we're going to be able to see everything and talk about what we think is going to get GA'd and banned in the CDL for sure. This is that's a little look at Raid right there. Finishing move. Some RC drones. That's brutal. I also saw they updated Omni movement, I believe, in this game. So Omni movement's going to be a little bit different. Supposedly better. I mean, this guy's pumping everybody, bro. Holy. Look at him. Bro ain't missing. Bro ain't missing. November 14th. So they're still sticking with that November 14th date. I'm imagining that means they're probably not going to move it up. Here's the beta dates real quick. Again, in case anyone didn't see. October 2nd, early access. So as long as you pre-order or have Game Pass, you're going to be able to play early access. If not, open beta is going to be a few days after that. These are all the maps. Again, we're going to look at these in the blog post here in a second. And then here's just some more gameplay stuff, showcasing some of the maps, showcasing some of the weapons, kill streaks. There's the it's like, it looks like the Swarm kill streak, essentially. So, I mean, listen, trailer-wise, it's a little underwhelming because we didn't have the music on, but I'm just not trying to get copyright striked. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. Your B-Day, that's on your birthday? There you go. There you go. But I mean, chat, let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. Game modes. We're just going to scroll down. We're going to go through it all. Let me hit an extra zoom here. We're just going to talk about all of this. Did I see slums at the end of the trailer? Did they show slums? Let me see. No, I don't think so. Is this what you thought was slums? This? Nah, this is something different. It does have a statue, though. Maybe it's slums inspired. Go back and pause on a list of the maps. I mean, they have all the maps in here. They have all the maps in here, but I mean, we got Scar, Homestead, Blackheart, Den, Colossus, Toshin, Flagship, Mission Tide, Retrieval, Paranoia, Forge, Exposure, Edge, Cortex, Imprint, Raid Express, and Hijacked. So, I mean, the maps look colorful, bro. The maps look colorful, which is a W. Okay, let's go through this real quick. New game mode. Maybe this one can get in the CDL. There's nothing in here about uplink. I will say that first. There's nothing in here about uplink. So I wonder if that's just something they're waiting to like announce as we get closer to the game to try and like, I don't know, make it a surprise or something like that. But new mode, Overload, and Overload squads clash over one device that must be carried into enemy territory to score, which is kind of interesting. So it's going to be available at the beta, which, I mean, maybe there's a chance we get this in over Control. Fight for possession of the Overload device in this new push and pull 6v6 respawn mode that challenges teams to overload the enemy's control. So there's one device that spawns on the map at a time. You got to get there, you got to grab it. And then you have to bring it to the other team's zone. So there's two designated zones near the enemy team's starting spawn, it says. And then you have to disrupt one of the zones in time to score a point, and then it spawns a new device in the field. So it's like, I don't even know. It's like just kind of like a combination of like Control and like SND. I don't think there's lives. It doesn't look like. It does not say anything about there being limited lives, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but other modes, TDM, Domination, SND. SND is not going to be here at the beta, so if you're an SND grinder, don't expect to play that during the beta. Kill confirmed. Free for all is not going to be the beta. Hardpoint, then gunfight, kill order, and Control. And then there's going to be alternate modes like face off, obviously. Skirmish. This is like the 20v20, so this is basically big map. I mean, you can paraglide in this. Different kill streaks and things. A little look at camo. Nothing too crazy there. There is going to be the training course in the beta, so you'll be able to, you know, test your weapons and stuff. Yeah, this is just basically ground war, the skirmish mode. And then private match. So then we have the maps here, and we get a look at every single map. So, I mean, let's take a little peek here. What's good, Trey? How we doing, bro? Let's take a little peek here. Let me hit this zoom one more time. I don't think that did anything. I don't know, but so we got Blackheart. It did not give us the TAC map, so we don't know the overall layout of these maps. But Blackheart, this one looks small. This map looks small. I mean, you can see the edge of the map, right? It looks like back here is one edge, and then over here is another. So this one's tiny. I'd be surprised if we saw this competitively, but I guess you never know, right? Looks like I'm just ready for Blackheart 24/7 to be in the game at launch, probably. CDL should do gun game. Can you imagine? Then we have Cortex. This one looks a bit bigger. Maybe this one's got some competitive viability. I mean, it's got a little bit of like the Biolab AW vibe to it, kind of mixed with some BO4. This one looks alright. This one looks okay, from what I can tell. Right? Yeah, this gives me AW Biolab vibes with these things in here. Looks like there's water. There is water, but I wonder if you can swim in that, because it looks like the map is on like the cliffside, I don't know if you can get up here from down here, but I wonder if like on this bottom one, if you can dive in, if this is like just a hole where if you dive in, you die, or if you can actually like hit an underground route, swim. Maybe there's a ladder in here somewhere to climb up. We'll have to see. A cliffside compound hides a clandestine lab. Dude, they had to have wrote this with AI, bro. There's no way anyone uses the word clandestine. I know this is like some, you know, marketing mumbo jumbo, but like, come on, man. Think about who you're marketing to. Who the hell says clandestine? So this one is small. Oh, yeah, it does say the size here. Small sized. This one's so playable at beta, small size for Blackheart. Playable at beta, small size for Cortex. So this one's apparently small as well. It might be hard to tell from these pictures, but apparently this one's small. Let's see. Lock down the underpass to control the heart of the map, or branch out the narrow sky bridge overlooking the water. Okay, exposure. This one is beta and medium sized. Okay. So this one is in like a solar panel farm type vibe, I guess. Looks like that's a bunch of solar panels in the background. This one's a little bit bigger. I'm guessing this right here is the edge of the map. I think this line, because this is way too open to be part of a multiplayer map. That just looks insane. I mean, it looks 3-lane, I think. Right? You got this left lane here. Kind of like, there's a little bit of a longer line of sight here, but it looks kind of confined. Looks like maybe there's a little cut through mid. Over here, you got mid-map. I'm guessing those are automated doors, as well as there's something in here to cut into the side. And then on the right side over here, I see some solar panels. It looks like this right here. So this is the right side of the map down here. This down here, this picture is like over on the side. And then this is this left side of the map. And it looks like you might be able to hop up into this crate potentially. I don't know how that works. Maybe you might be able to wall jump off of this wall. You guys can see my mouse, right? You wall jump off this wall into this. Low key. I think you might be able to hit a wall jump off of this into this. Oh, there's even a ladder. Can you get on that? You might be able to jump up onto that ladder or something. But yeah, so this down here is the left side of the map. That's this. And then this over here is the right side of the map with cut-throughs to mid. So that's over here. You got automated doors here. Is that a window? You might be able to break through that as a window. And then this looks like an inside. This map doesn't look too bad. This map looks, I mean, it says it's medium sized. It looks like it's kind of like a 3-lane with some cuts through the mid. Maybe exposure has some CDL potential. We got to keep looking. This one's in the Australian outback. Oh, try your luck traversing the suspended guild crate, jumping from here to the yellow ladder to climb even higher. Okay, so yeah, so this is meant to be like a bit of a parkour vibe. Okay, then we got imprint. It gives me Summit vibes off rip. Immediately gives me Black Ops 1 Summit vibes. This one is medium sized. This one's going to be playable at the beta. Raid the frigid cold, mid-size robotics complex, explore the inner facility, branching out through the center, press the control panels by the... So there is going to be something on the map that you can press to lift this stuff through the snow. So if this gets in comp, I wonder if they'll turn that off. But I mean, let's look at the pictures real quick. So this is like one of the spawns, I'm guessing. This is a wall jump spot. So you'll be able to wall jump here. A couple different ways you can try to go. You can string, I believe it's up to 3 wall jumps together, right? Isn't that what they said? I think you can string up to 3 wall jumps together. So I wonder if you can like wall jump from here to like here and then to like here. Something like that. Tell Gabe to stop sending me nudes. Gabe, keep sending Rick nudes, bro. This is the outside of the map. I mean, that's just whatever. We don't really get a lot from these pictures. This one doesn't tell us much, but it's medium size. So I don't know. We'll see. This one's also playable at beta, medium size. So this is the Forge. I like the vibes of this one. You got Well, I got the hiccups, bro. What's going on? You got the city in the background. Big statue. Definitely futuristic vibes. I'm going to imagine this is maybe some sort of like... I don't actually know if this is the center of the map. This one, again, this one is hard to tell, like, where is what. I think this is one of the spawns right here. this big picture. But I don't know. I mean, again, a lot of these so far that we've gone through, all of these so far we've gone through are playable in the beta. So we're definitely gonna have to see what people like once that comes through. Covered walkways and essential range with rotating walls circle defense turret. Oh, so these walls rotate. Interesting. Okay, so these are moving, which can add a little bit of interesting gameplay. So this is not, these walls aren't standing still down here. These ones move. Okay, we got Toshin, medium size, playable at the beta. Let me open this. I mean, I like the colors. I like the vibes. You're kind of in the streets here. You got a, not the, what do they call it? This is not the subway, obviously, but like a railway system that crashed down, some stores. Dark nighttime map, so I don't know. This one's hard to tell. Again, some of these maps are really hard to tell, like the layout. And then some of them was much easier. So look for upper vantage points across the central thoroughfare as you encounter new dangers at every road junction. You need street smarts and a fast trigger finger to conquer this urban map. I don't think this one's going to be competitively viable, bro. I feel like these maps that are super close quarters and have like these upper vantage points that can look down like the center of the map. I don't know. I mean, Hope just said Toshin will be the final SND map as CDL champs trust. That's like game 9, round 11, Toshin, LA Thieves win it all. Is that what you think, Hope? I don't know. This one, again, it's hard to tell, but I don't know. The description kind of makes me think it might be like too SMG heavy, and the ARs aren't gonna like it. And you know, if the ARs don't like something, that shit gets banned, bro. Colossus. So it looks like a lot of these from here on out are not gonna be beta maps. So these are maps that we're gonna have to sort of see post launch or at launch. Again, this one's medium size. So we have not encountered anything that said large size map yet, which is a W. And everything except for 2 has been medium sized, which I don't mind. I mean, again, this one's kind of hard to tell. The wall jump will help. That is true. That is true. I do got to try and think of these maps with the wall jumping in the back of my mind, because I'm definitely thinking of it as just like boots on the ground, which is obviously not how this is going to play. So that is true as well. But this map, I mean, I can't really tell much. You got a little ledge up here. I mean, you'll be able to wall jump up to that. Some staircases. So this map's got like a little bit of elevation to it. But I think a lot of maps are going to have elevation with the wall jumping, at least to some extent. A little outskirt. It's kind of hard to tell with this one. What does it say? Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Last year was too small size. The same problem you hear from... You're not wrong, Rick. You're not wrong. Okay, we got Den, medium-sized map. Okay, nice. Oh, I'm guessing this is probably like a mid-map vibe, maybe. Very open, some pillars for cover. This reminds me of... What was the name of the map? It was like a Warzone Rebirth map a couple years ago. Was it Ashika Island? It kind of gives... This gives me that vibe. This gives me that vibe with like these walls, like the way the roofs are. I mean, obviously it's the same design style, but you used to be able to climb up on the building and get on the roofs that were here. It kind of gives me that vibe, but I mean, this one looks okay, I guess. Can't wait for BO1 launch. Like the map launch, Steezy. I mean, apparently Ascension's coming back for zombies. Okay, we got flagship. So this is a small map. This one's a small one. This one also has a zip line in it, which is kind of odd. Small map, but with a bunch of elevation, it looks like. So this one's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Where does the zip line go? Like, where does this zip actually go? Like, how high up does it go? I can't really tell. But again, small map. This looks like a map that's going to be like, this looks like it'd be cool in like 2v2 gunfight. It looks pretty straightforward, like kind of symmetrical on the sides. You got a little bit of elevation. That's not going to be that's not going to be in comp. Goes up your butt and around the corner. Somebody ban Rick, bro. All right, we got Homestead. We're going to Alaska. Draza home crowd buff, bro. Home crowd buff. A little bit of World War II vibes on this one, obviously. Yeah, I mean, did this one say medium-sized? This one said medium-sized. We'll see how it plays. Some people, I know, like Rick said, he's not a fan of the snow-covered maps. And on top of that, this one's also like a nighttime snow-covered map. So I have a feeling people probably might not like it as much, but we'll see. I mean, Chad, any of these maps standing out to you guys yet? Any of these maps standing out yet? This one, I mean, it kind of looks like this one is just basically, it's just a cabin house in the middle of the map, I'd imagine, and then like some outskirts around it with like some sheds and like little outhouse type stuff. I'm guessing most of the gunfights will be centered around the middle, right? It's kind of how that goes. Raid stands out in every COD. Yeah, you're not wrong. Dude, I'm hyped for Zombies 2 game. It looks good. It looks good. That trailer was lit, I can't lie. Okay, we got Paranoia. This is a small map. This one's the one where like you're tripping off acid. Things are like floating and stuff. Like this one looks crazy. But it's another small map, so again, probably not very CDL related. Probably not going to be used for that, but I like the vibe. It's a cool change. It definitely matches the Black Ops 7, right? Like, I mean, Black Ops in general is like very mind-bending vibes. So, did we get Zombies reveal? We got Zombies like reveal or like cinematic trailer thing, what, a couple days ago, and then the reveal is on Wednesday. So the reveal's in 2 days, and apparently there's going to be a lot of stuff. So we might go live and just yap about that because I like Zombies. I haven't really played it on stream, but I do like Zombies. This one, again, nothing too crazy there. Retrieval. So this is a large size map. So this is the first one that says large size. This is the first one we've seen that's a large size map. Another snow map. You got kind of like a cave type of area down there at the bottom left. I can't tell. Is this like water you swim in down here in the bottom right? Or is this just like frozen water? Or like, you know, not that deep that you just run through it? Icebreaker BO4 vibes. This is one of those maps that it could potentially, I could see a larger map being in CDL, but it kind of depends how large it is, right? Like, just because a map says it's medium doesn't mean every medium-sized map is the same size. Like, a medium-sized map could be, you know, a quarter smaller than another medium-sized map. So it kind of going to be interesting to see, they differentiate these with the sizing here, but I wonder how different it's going to be. It doesn't say anything about swimming. I haven't seen any maps that looks like there's actual swimming in it, right? I think they said that there's going to be like water on some of these maps, that like it's going to play a factor, but I haven't seen anything yet. We got Scar. Okay, this one's medium sized. This one is medium sized. I mean, it's just kind of like what? Like a little town. Again, more snow. This one's not really like a snow map, I would say, but more snow. Rick is pissed off right now. He is not happy. It looks like you can get in this down here at the bottom. It looks like you can get in this like truck thing here. You got some stairs there to get up to like the second floor of this building. I mean, the map looks decently sized. I mean, I think all the way back there looks like the edge of the map. Then all the way over here is like an edge of the map. So sizing doesn't look bad, I don't think. You got an Alaska post office. Yeah, it's another one it is hard to tell. It is hard to tell for sure. Seen 0 doors? There are 0 doors, Gabe. There's the only doors there are is like automatic doors like we had in BO4, where like when you run up to them, they open on their own. There is no manual doors like we've had in the last few years. And then now we get to the remakes. I mean, we got Express, which we all know and love, and I mean, I'm guessing we're gonna play in SND, right? I don't see why we wouldn't. We got Hijacked, which is not gonna be comp, but I mean, Hijacked is a great pub map. I really like the vibe of this Hijacked, bro. I like how it's like right outside the city here. You see the skyline, like it's not like in the middle of nowhere type thing. So I like this one. I like this one. And then obviously we have Raid. Raid looks so good. I can't lie. Raid looks so good. I really like the vibes Raid is giving in this game. I think it looks so appealing the way the map is designed. And we obviously know the format is going to be great. The layout is going to be great. Like OG Raid better? I mean, yeah, I mean, Raid does always look good, Rick. You make a good point. Raid does always look good. I mean, those are the maps, chat. Those are the maps. So, I mean, we had only one launch map designated as large, and then only, what, 4 designated as small, and everything else is medium? So that's, what, 11 other maps are medium, so to speak? I mean, 3 of them are remakes. So at least size-wise, we could be in for some good stuff for comp. Now, the actual layouts, if they are 3-lane, how cluttered they are, how wall jumping and on movement obviously plays on those maps is going to be very interesting. And then we obviously have the 20v20. So, mission, edge, skirmish map. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really care for, like, big map mode. Like, I've just never been really into it. Another one here. Need standoff back. Dude, we're just gonna have like the Cold War season all over again, where we just played BO2 remakes. That's just what it's gonna be. I mean, chat, we're not even halfway through this article. I know we just spent a bunch of time on maps, but there's even more stuff to talk about. Loadouts and equipment. First of all, here's the first look at the gunsmith, or the loadout, not the gunsmith, just your creative class. Horizontal scrolling between classes. So when you want to change your class, you just click like LB, RB, or you can like click on these to switch through. You got your assault rifle, your secondary, your melee, wild card, field upgrade, tactical, lethal, and then your perks. So pretty straightforward stuff, right? For the most part. This is a look at one of the ARs, the MXR-17. Slow mobility. Excellent accuracy and range, offset by slow mobility and rate of fire. Okay, so this one's not going to be a flex weapon. This one's not going to be a flex weapon, that's for sure. That's all the stuff here. And then, so the new feature overclocks. This is like the big thing. This to me was like this is like their big innovation for BO7, I think. Other than wall jumping coming back, I think overclocks is like their big innovation. So you're going to be able to overclock. Does it say it on here? You're going to be able to overclock tactical and lethals, field upgrades, and score streaks. Effective use of these individual loadout items will unlock up to 2 overclock abilities over time, providing a variety of benefits like lower score cost for score streaks, decreased charge time for field upgrades, and extra lethality for your equipment. Select overclock ability that works best for your playstyle and reap the rewards of even greater power. And then they give us exact overclocks down lower in the blog, so we're going to see. But that's exact. Fueled. You took the words right out of my mouth. As we look at these specific ones, we'll talk about it more, but the GAs are going to be flying in. I'd imagine the GA chat's already going like, yo, did you guys read this blog? These overclock stuff, we got to get it out of here, man. We got to get it out of here. So we're going to talk about those in a second. Peacekeeper is back. I like the Peacekeeper, bro. Exceptional mobility and handling, but high recoil and limited range. So this one is going to be maybe a bit of a flex vibe, potentially, right? It's got more limited range for an AR, but it's got good mobility and handling. Full auto rifle. So we'll see about that. Secondary weapons. I mean, I don't really care about secondary weapons. Melee. What the hell is that? Bro, what is that? It looks like it's like a death machine, but it's a melee? It's like you just hit him over the head with this thing? Is that what you do? You just take this MK2 and you just whack him with it? That's your melee weapon? Seems kind of crazy, right? Is this, I can't even tell. Do you hold this with one hand or two? I don't know. That is just a cosmetic thing anyway. But tacticals, we got stun, we got EMP, flashbang, pinpoint grenade. I'm guessing pinpoint grenade is kind of like what? Like a scan type vibe? Like it pops and it scans enemies. Stim shot, psych grenade, hunter bot, smoke, and decoy. What the hell is a hunter bot? Okay, so here's some of the overclocks, chat. Here's some of the overclocks. So, well, let's see. Wait, let's see what we think about these. Stun. Is this big enough for you guys to see? You want me to pop an extra zoom? I can pop an extra zoom here. Stun grenade. Overclock 1, increase stun duration. Overclock 2, slows enemy move speed when stunned. See, now immediately what I wonder is how do perks affect overclocks? So like, let's say you have this increased stun duration. Let's say you have either of these on your stun nade, but I have tac mask. Does my tac mask work just as well versus an overclock stun as it does versus a regular stun? Like if I have tac mask and you hit me with a regular stun, it's probably not going to do much, right? That's the point of tac mask. But if you hit me with an overclocked stun, does my tac mask work the exact same way? Or does the overclock sort of overpower the tac mask unless I like, I don't know, get something that helps that? I don't know if it says it in here, to be honest. Probably reduce things by a percentage. Yeah, you've got to think, right? But then it can't be too good because if everybody runs overclock stun grenades, then like tac mask is, let's say tac mask isn't as useful. Like, I don't know, we're gonna have to see. EMP grenades, increased disruption radius, cook for an extra EMP bursts. I mean, EMP grenades, we're not going to get that in comp, right? We're not in BO2 anymore. Flashbang. Wider full flash angle makes your flash harder to counter by looking away. And then Overclock 2 adds ability to cook for additional detonations. I mean, Overclock 2 is kind of cool. It's kind of crazy, bro. You can cook your flashbang to make it pop more than once. And it says additional detonations. So I wonder if with Overclock 2, or maybe it depends on how long you cook it, if like you can have your flashbang go off twice or even 3 times, maybe even more. I mean, that's getting GA'd instantly. This is never making it in. And Overclock 1, I mean, this ain't Counter-Strike, bro. People don't really look away from flashes all that much in COD, I feel like. Right? Like, I don't know if I've ever tried to look away from a flashbang in COD. This is not CS. It's not like as... There's so much going on in COD that like sometimes you don't even know the flashbang's coming your way. It's in CS, it's usually like kind of quiet. You can hear them pull out their flash or whatever, but we'll see. Stim shot. I saw this earlier. This is kind of crazy, bro. Adds ability to remove player debuffs. Adds a move speed boost. You're about to be fucking overclock stim shot, heal, and you get to move quicker, kind of like Warzone style, right? Wasn't that in Warzone for a minute? Or maybe it, I don't know if it's still in Warzone or if it was removed with BO6, but that's pretty interesting. And I wonder, I'd imagine overclocks are going to be in Warzone as well. So this is going to be ran by probably every single player that plays Warzone competitively, for sure. Pinpoint grenade detects enemies within its range. So yeah, it's just a tracking nade. AI chip increases grenade lifetime and detection radius. Okay, so this one makes the scan longer and, you know, and detect further out from its radius. Tagged enemies appear on... Oh. Again, I mean, this is never making it in CDL, but for pubs, this is kind of nasty. You can throw these pinpoint grenades with Overclock 2 on it, and it'll ping the enemies on your teammates' mini-maps. It's like having a mini little pocket UAV. You throw that bitch in a building or something, and it scans a couple enemies for your teammates on the minimap. I don't know, something to look at for pubs. Think Overclock will be banned in CDL? Probably, bro. Probably. What's good, Joseph? Overclocks, it's a new thing in BO7. It's essentially just upgrades for tacticals, lethals, field upgrades, and score streaks. So like these ones we're looking at, like this pinpoint grenade, which is like just a little track grenade, you throw it out and it scans enemies. You can have these overclocks, which I think you get by using them. So like there's probably a challenge, like scan 50 enemies with a pinpoint grenade to unlock overclock 1, or scan 100 for overclock 2. Twitch only stream? Nah, I'm live on YouTube, Viper. I'm live on the tube, brother. Sight grenade explodes on impact, releases a lingering cloud. Okay, so this is a hallucination. Yes, never got the noti. YouTube's doing me dirty, man. YouTube's doing me dirty. Increase the duration. Grenades release gas, deals damage over time. That's gonna be annoying. That's gonna be annoying as fucking pubs. A sight grenade that not only it makes you hallucinate, but it also is gonna potentially do damage over time with a second overclock. Hell no, I don't want to deal with that. And then other ones arriving at launch: Hunterbot, smoke grenade, decoy. Hunterbot is a personal defensive device that hovers near and homes in on enemy equipment, field upgrade, and score streaks before exploding on impact. Whoa. You can have a mini little drone that like can protect you from enemy equipment, field upgrades. So if you have this Hunterbot out and an enemy throws a Semtex at you, is it going to destroy the Semtex before, let's say, it sticks you? Is that how that works? YouTube thought you died. I mean, you're not wrong, bro. YouTube probably did think I died. It probably did. Okay, lethals, frag, sticky, cluster, combat axe, point turret, needle drone, C4 Molotov. Frag, high density explosive material, improves lethality. So overclock 1 makes it do more damage. Increase throw distance, cooking shows an arc indicator. So overclock 2 on the frag is like a strong arm type of perk for it. So I'm guessing that means strong arm's not in the game. I mean, we're going to see. I'm telling you, they have everything in this blog post. We're going to see more as we scroll. Semtex improves lethality, adds ability to cook the fuse. So overclock 2 allows you to cook your Semtex. Interesting. Okay. Cluster nade, ability to cook the fuse, adds additional mini grenade. Okay, so cluster nade is going to be annoying for sure in pubs. Throwing axe, faster raise speed. Throw the combat axe further and faster. Okay, so I mean, if you want to go for some trick shots, need more than a 2-gun meta. I mean, you're not wrong, bro. We'll see if we get it. We'll see if we get it. Point turret increases turret's rate of fire. Orientation sensors allow turret to deploy on walls and ceilings. That's annoying as fuck. That's a lethal. I mean, how much damage does it do? You can throw these little turrets around that'll shoot at enemies. Every time you respawn, you're going to get a new one because it's just your grenade, essentially. That's annoying. Take that out of the game, bro. Unless it does, like, no damage. But even at that, that's just, like... Imagine you're trying to take a gunfight and you're getting just, like, fucking tapped by a turret from the side the entire time. It's just, like, pissing you off. I'm good on that. Needle drone. I mean, it's just a drone that explodes on impact. High density explosive improves lethality. I mean, basically, overclock 1 just all basically makes the things do more damage for these lethals. And then adds ability to boost the dart while flying in manual mode. Okay. I don't know why you'd ever fly in manual mode, but sure. How many times do you think Kenny can drop 0.3s before he gets dropped? Kenny's about to go crazy. Did we watch the MP trailer? We did. The trailer was all right. And to be honest, it was probably... I think it was a little lackluster for your typical COD trailer. Did not get me nearly as hyped. But, I mean, it showed gameplay footage, which I guess is cool. Okay. Field upgrades, assault pack, drone pod. What the hell's a drone pod? Trophy system, active camo, echo unit, squad link, scrambler, fear trap, black hat, and mute field. Chat. Do we think active camo will be GA'd by the pros? Do we think active camo gets GA'd? Or do we have trophy plus active camo? Maybe 2 trophies, 1 person runs active camo, and then 1 person runs like assault pack and can't use it. GA'd? And probably, though, right? Probably. I mean, it's definitely going to depend on... It's going to depend on how long it takes to acquire the active camo field upgrade, right? So, like, let's say it takes, I don't know, 2 minutes to charge up without any XP that you acquire bonus-wise. Like, it's going to depend how often you can get it, I think, would definitely affect this. But, Yeah, man, it might just get GA'd, which sucks. Assault pack, don't really care. Drone pod is a deployable device that launches aerial drones. Drones seek out enemies and explode. Bro, why? There's so much cheese. Is it just me, or is there like a lot of stupid cheese? I mean, this is a field upgrade you can put down that's literally going to seek enemies and explode on them. I mean, I don't know how much damage it does. Like, I don't know if, like, you put down a drone pod, if it's going to, like, actually get kills, or if it's just going to get some people weak. But, like, that's annoying. Trophy system, overclock 1, faster charge time, overclock 2, +2 explosive charge ammo. So, I wonder what the default is. Does a trophy default to 4 tacks? Does it default to 2 tacks? I wonder what that's going to be. We are going to have to see there. Active camo. Gunfire reveals you temporarily instead of ending the ability. Okay, so active camo, if you shoot, your camo goes away for good. Unless you have overclock 1, where if you shoot, you are temporarily revealed and you'll fade back away, I guess, once you stop. Then increased duration and faster charge time. Overclock 2 is crazy. Not only does it make the camo last longer, it also makes it so it comes back faster. Overclock 2 might be nuts. Echo unit, just basically like a decoy type vibe. Ooh, and it can capture and hold objectives. I know some people like that stuff. Squad Link, it is a device that boosts score and it improves effectiveness of allied operators and gadgets in the range. What does that mean? What does improving effectiveness of ally operators mean? I mean, gadgets in range, I'd imagine just means it makes like maybe like lethals and tacticals better in its range. But what does it mean to improve allies? Am I gonna like run faster? Overclock 2 increases field upgrade. You're telling me that our kill streaks? You're telling me that our kill streaks, they got the... Yeah, dude. Some of these things are... You got kill streaks, and then you got, like, lethals and field upgrades that also feel like mini kill streaks. When you overclock multiple things, for example. That's a good question. I don't know. Did it say it in here? I don't know if it mentioned it at the top. I don't know if it said it. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to just overclock anything that you have an overclock available for, or if, like, you can only pick one per class. It's a good question, Josh. I actually don't know. I'm not sure if it says it in here. I could have missed it, or maybe we didn't get to it yet, but I'm not sure. Where were we at? Fear Trap, Black Hat, Mute Field. I don't really care about any of that. Yeah, I mean, if you could overclocking things is just basically making it better, right? Like, it could definitely help you maybe adapt to whatever playstyle you want, but you're essentially just making whatever you overclock at least slightly better. And if you could overclock everything on your class, I mean, I guess to be fair, everybody can overclock everything, so, like, there's that balance there. But, like, I don't know. It could definitely add a lot of customization to trying things. But I'd also imagine there's going to be like either some sort of challenge or XP requirement you have to get before you unlock the overclocks. So there's going to be its own probably mini grind there. Wild cards. We got Overkill, Prepper, High Rollers, Fly Swatter, Pack Expert, Gunfighter, Perk Read, Danger Close, and Specialist. Wild cards are ability. We know what wild cards are. I don't know why I'm reading that. Gunfighter, 3 extra attachments. So I will say, 5 attachments per weapon. We're going to get to that when we scroll down more, but I saw that earlier. It's 5 attachments per weapon. With Gunfighter, you get 3 more, so up to 8. So still a lot of attachments you can put on classes, or on guns for sure. Any gun you excited to use? I mean, I'm definitely excited for all the ones that are coming back, like the M8, DSR, things like that for sure. But I'm always excited to try every gun, especially new ones too. There are going to be 2 overclock slots. You can either overclock something to max 2, or you can overclock 2 things to 1. That would be potential good balance. Are you just guessing that, Josh, or is that somewhere in here? Did you see that somewhere that, like, you actually think that's how it's working? Eric? Zuma gives his thoughts on wall bouncing in BO7. There might be some crazy movement skill gap in this game. Like, imagine what shots and wall balancing and things he's going to be able to do.
Game, which I really like. I mean, chat, if we're gonna have a game with these wall bounces and stuff, I mean, we always want as much of a skill gap as possible. Like, imagine Shotzi with this wall bouncing, like with the things that he's gonna be able to do, right? Like, it's gonna lead to a lot of cool plays and a lot of cool moments, man.
Oh, for sure.
I like stuff like that. Anything that advances the movement, I'm all for, bro. You guys know I'm a big AW Black Ops 3 guy. I love jetpacks. So anything that brings in more movement, chat, I'm so down for that. So down. And it looks sick. I mean, it looks really, really
No,
good
I definitely
right now.
agree. I definitely agree. I mean, listen, COD needs an extended skill gap, bro. So at least we have a little something extra. Okay, overkill. We know what overkill does, obviously. Perk greed, you get an extra perk. And there's going to be additional wild cards. Specialist replaces your score streaks with 3 additional. Okay, so that's how you get specialist. So if you want specialist score streaks, you need the specialist wild card, which then when you get to certain scores, is going to give you the 4th, 5th, and 6th perk you select, as well as you'll earn all remaining eligible perks at 1200. So if you have the specialist wild card and you get a 1200 streak, which I guess is what, probably around 12 kills ish, more than likely. You got a little objective in there, maybe like 10 kills and some OBJ. You'll have a fully maxed out perked character. I like that. I really like that in MW3, bro. In the OG MW3, when you could pop specialist, help you like go for nukes or something like that. I definitely think that's pretty dope. I do not mind that at all. Perks. Here we go. Already seen some talk about perks in the timeline. So let's look at this. They still have the special ability, so if you pick ones of the same color, that's going to be a thing again. So perk 1. This is where I've seen some people talking that some things might need to be changed. So you got Gung Ho, Dexterity, Lightweight, Ninja Ghost, Cold-Blooded, Tac Mask, Flak Jacket, Shadow. So perk slot 1 has like every perk you want to use, basically, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, it's literally every perk you'd want to use. Right? Like, I mean, competitively or non-competitively, it's every perk you would want to use in the same slot, which I've already seen Parasite talking about on Twitter and and a dev at Treyarch responding to him. So it looks like we could see some changes here. Viper, I do think this is changing potentially, but we'll see. I mean, we know what most of these perks do, right? I'd imagine none of those are new. Perk slot 2, we got Scavenger, Hunter's Instinct, Close Shave, Assassin, Engineer, Blast Link, Vigilance, Gearhead, and Fast Hands. So, what do some of these do? Close Shave, automatically use your melee when you perform a wet. Okay, so it'll just make you knife somebody instead of hitting them with your gun. Killing an enemy marks the direction of the next closest enemy on your minimap. Okay, that's an interesting one. Okay, now it's nothing too crazy there. And then we have Tac Sprinter. So you will be able to tac sprint if you use this perk. Looper, so you can loop your score streaks. Bruiser, Bankroll, Vendetta Tracker, Guardian, Quartermaster, and Charge Link. So yeah, basically the first slot is like everything we want competitively. Like when it comes to strictly CDL, like I like this for pubs. But for the CDL, I feel like players wouldn't be able to use like most things that they usually use. But it doesn't mean we can't have a new meta, right? It doesn't mean we can't try to change it up. But I'd imagine people are not going to like that. Imagine Tac Sprint, Overclock 2, Stim, Dexterity. Oh my god, you're going to be fucking zooming, bro. You hit a Tac Sprint into a Stim. Pretend you're loading up into a rank map. What perk want to you use? Well, okay, so it definitely depends. If I'm playing SND, you have to take Ninja. I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you're playing SND, you need Ninja. If I'm playing... I mean, Ninja's just always so good to have silent footsteps. It definitely would depend on your playstyle. If you're someone like Shotzi, let's say, who like thrives on getting lost in the enemy team's base and like being annoying, you need Ninja almost all the time so they can't hear you. But maybe if you're a bit more of a headbutt guy, like let's say maybe you play a bit more like a Beezy, right? Or like Kleenex, like maybe you want to run like a Dexterity or something like that, or like a Gung Ho. I mean, if you're an objective player, you probably are going to want to run Flak Jacket. So I mean, this is all of the useful perks for comp or in slot 1 for sure. Yeah, I mean, perks slot 3, a lot of these are like kind of like good for pub stomping, right? Like bankroll, looper, stuff like that. I mean, tracker. Nothing crazy. Okay, combat specialties. 3 perks. Okay, we know what this is. If you select ones of the same color, you get a specialty. So the scout specialty. The scout specialty. That's what you got to pick in order to get it. And then once you get a bullet elimination, stay completely hidden from enemy minimaps for 5 seconds. So every time you get a kill, you don't pop up on the minimap, I guess even without a silencer. And if you keep getting eliminations, you reset the timer. So like if you were going crazy or like every 4 seconds you're getting an elim, you would just never pop up on the minimap. Now, I don't know why you would want this. Like you could just run a silencer, it seems. I feel like, doesn't that just seem like you could just run a silencer and you wouldn't need to go for this unless you just don't like silencers, but you want the effects of them, essentially. Okay. Tactician. So this one is when you earn assists, you earn bonus score from bullet eliminations. Okay, so this one's just bonus scores. So I guess if you want to like rank up faster, this is what you'd run. This is operative specialty. Earn field upgrade charge from stealthy eliminations. Who's winning the Ballon d'Or? Bro, I don't know. When is that now? Is that happening like soon? I know it's like tonight, but is it tonight like European tonight, which is right now? I don't know. Like right now? Fuck, I don't know. Who's going to win it? Rafinha? Is it Rafinha? Is it Lamine Yamal? Is it Salah? Dembele? I don't know, bro. You got to think it's like one of those. You got to think it's Rafinha or Dembele, right? I don't know. Earn field upgrade charge from stealthy eliminations, suppressed weapons. Suppressed weapons, melee eliminations while out of line of sight, and other cases count as stealth eliminations. Okay, so this one gives you field upgrade charge. So, I mean, this would combo well with the active camo for sure. And then here we have core. Also, these are like mix and match colors. So you know how like currently it's like you have to have all red to get the thing, or all blue or all green. This is like a mix and match one, but now you have the core one. So Enforcer, which is just all red, gain a buff to move. Oh my god, imagine you have this on too. Imagine you have this on with all the other movement speed buffs that's going to be in the game. Wait a second. 3 red perks. Hold on, we got to look at this. This is never going to be in the CDL, but you could run lightweight, which is a red perk, which makes you run faster, right? You could run lightweight. I don't think any of these would matter. None of those matter. Lightweight with tack sprinter, an overclock 2 stim. And you would get the bonus. Bro, how fast would you run with this? You get an elim. You would have a buff to movement speed after the elimination from this upgrade. You would have the overclock 2 stim, which gives you a speed boost. You'd have lightweight, which makes you run faster. And you would have tack sprint, which makes you tack sprint, which makes you faster. Bro, are you going to be Sonic? I got to see the difference between someone doing all of those things comboed together versus like your base movement speed. I got to see that. I already know that's going to be like one of Exclusive Ace's first videos, is comparing that stuff. Oh man, that's going to be interesting. Recon. On respawn, see the direction of the closest enemy on the minimap. Cool. And then Strategist. Increase score for objectives and sabotage. Deploy equipment faster. See enemy content through walls short distance. Okay, cool. Dude, you do all that stuff with your knife out? Oh my god. Exactly, Josh. I mean, I think they even said... I could have sworn there was a tweet. I could have sworn there was something that already said today that there was faster movement. Am I tripping? I'm like 90% sure I saw something on Twitter that said that they increased the base movement speed in this game. Did anybody else see that? Or am I? Yeah, right here. So they updated Omni movement. So there's already increased base sprint speed. I mean, obviously there's no tack sprint. So like you have that counter. Isn't it crunch time for the wedding? It is, Carrot Juice. It is. Yep. Weddings in a month. But I mean, we got everything done for it. It's just about paying off the rest of what we got to pay, which, you know, that shit costs a lot of money, man. Shit costs a lot of money. So yeah, so you're gonna be moving fast in this game, bro. You're gonna be moving fast in this game. Okay. Now we look at some of the weapons. Chat, we're literally only halfway through this article. I hope you guys are enjoying vibing and reading. I mean, I'm enjoying reading this. I did not read it this in depth right after it came out. So, I mean, I'm just kind of enjoying seeing what's going on here. BO7 looks pretty good. It doesn't look bad, bro. I can't lie. Right? How the game plays is very different to like reading the blog post or like seeing a couple snippets here, but what do thieves do if Kenny's dog water again? I don't fucking know. Try to pick up one of the Halo guys. It's going to be in Challengers. Okay, so ARs, we got the M15 Mod 0. Well-rounded damage, range, and handling for a weapon that performs admirably across a variety of combat scenarios. Okay, so this is like a do-it-all AR. So, I mean, maybe look out for this one. Maybe look out for this one. The MXR 17. This is a good accuracy and range one, but not as good mobility and rate of fire. Peacekeeper, we talked about already. This one is more mobility and handling. So, like, maybe potential flex weapon here. Or, like, a flex vibe, but not as good at range. So, I don't know if we'll see ARs use this unless the maps don't really need range. We getting any beta streams? Oh, hell yeah, bro. I mean, even if the boys are not, I'm going to be streaming the beta for sure. For sure. I'm back on my grind, man. I took too long off, but it was a nice reset. Got some other things done, and we're back. 3 additional assault rifles at the launch, okay? So this is just what's going to be in the beta, I guess. The ones that they're showing us right now. We got the Graz 45K. So this one's like a balanced one. This one's better at range. And this one's better up close. So it seems like we're getting, in the beta, we're basically getting an all-around weapon, a range weapon, and a more close range weapon for these 2 classes so far. Yo, is Rick, what is going on, bro? You dropping all the questions in chat right now? Won't be able to play. It'll be in Miami. Damn. Well, hopefully Miami's fun, though. Carrot. Hopefully that's fun. 3 more SMGs. Shotguns. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I couldn't care less about shotguns. The only reason I'm going to use them is potentially get the camos. We'll see if I stick to the camo grind. I did not do the camo grind this past year. I did it in MW3, though. So as long as the game is fun, we'll see. We're going to have 1 LMG, it looks like, in the beta, with another one at launch. Marksman rifles, the M8A1. Oh, yeah. 4-round. Oh, it's a 4-round burst. With very high damage and extremely fast rate of fire within the burst, balanced by a moderate burst cooldown. Yeah, this shit's GA'd yesterday, bro. This shit's GA'd yesterday. A 4-round burst with very high damage. It's GA'd yesterday. It's not happening, man. It's not happening. I wish. There's just no way. There's just no way. It looks good, though, man. It looks good. A little bit of a duller color. It's not. I feel like it's not as, like, wood-colored like it was in BO2 or even, like, BO3, but that's okay. Snipers, we got the VS Recon. We got the XR3 Ion. This one looks crazy. And then an additional rifle at launch. Okay. Pistols. Jaeger 45. Cool. Coda 9. It's kind of like the Cat 40, right? Is that what we're getting here? And then additional pistol at launch. Launchers. God damn. This looks like some shit you use in Halo. This looks like some shit you would use in Halo, bro. This looks crazy. Charged launcher. Hold the trigger to charge up a devastating energy beam that can pierce through enemies. Whoa. and then an additional launcher at launch, which I'm guessing this additional one is just going to probably be your classic, like, lock-on launcher. Melee weapons. You got the flatline MK. This looks insane. Additional melee weapon at launch. Cool, cool, cool. Gunsmith. Okay, let's look at the gunsmith. Attachments and stats. So here's a look at the MXR. He's got a reflex sight, monolithic suppressor, 25 round flip mag, a vertical grip, and a Gat Lux stock. So all these equipments look like they are increasing the firepower, accuracy, and mobility while decreasing the handling a little bit. See, the CDL skins are going to be actual team jerseys this year. Actually, I didn't see that. I did not see that. That's kind of cool if the jerseys are cool. Most weapons support up to 5 attachments, but obviously if you use Gunfighter, you'll be able to add 3 more. So 5 attachments base, Gunfighter wildcard gives you up to 8. Pretty standard there. I pull up the stat sheet on the weapon selection screen. So if you want to see more in-depth stats, it looks like you'll be able to do that. For anyone that, you know, likes to get extra into the details. Okay, weapon customization. So there's going to be camos, reticles, accessories, decals, and stickers that you can earn through challenges, battle pass bundles, and other in-game activities. Cool. Weapon build sharing. Hey, there's a gun called the X9 Maverick, bro. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's gonna be my main weapon, bro. That might be my main weapon. Let's go. I mean, weapon build sharing is cool, I guess. You just kind of give someone the code rather than like being in Discord and reading off the title of everything. But sure. Don't mind that. Firing range, returns. You can test your weapons. Yep. Score streaks. Okay. It seems like they're definitely prioritizing making some very lethal score streaks this time around. Scout pulse. We know about that. Oh, okay. They got overclocks for all that in here too. Lower score cost. Damn, it's the first one and it's already got a lower score cost. What is it? It's going to be 1 elim. You get a scout pulse if you have overclock 1. RCXD. Increased resistance to enemy gunfire. I wonder how increased that is. Let's say it takes 3 bullets to kill an RC off rip. What is overclock? Does it double it? Does it triple it? Does it only give it a 50% increase? I don't know. We'll have to see. UAV. Overclock 1 for the UAV will counter the first lock-on missile and increase bullet resistance. Ooh. So you can make your UAVs a little harder to shoot down, which is, I mean, probably good because especially early on in the game, people are trying to get those camos for the launchers, shooting everything down. Skewer. This is Hellstorm, basically. Or no, it's more like a Predator missile with, I don't think it has any little missiles that shoot off of it. I think it's literally one singular missile. Okay. Care package. Yep. Reroll the care package 1 time with overclock 1. When's the beta? It starts on... I just closed that. Come back. It starts on the 2nd. It starts on the 2nd, so in just over a week. Jay. Counter UAV counters the first... Okay, so this one also is... This is the exact same overclocks as the regular UAV. Cool. LGM. Okay, so this is just like a mortar strike. Continuous bombardment of explosive shells at a targeted area. Okay. Maybe we get the LGM in comp. We've seen mortar strikes in comp previously. Maybe we'll have to see. Napalm strike, classic. I love a good napalm strike. In game, of course. Sentry turret. I mean, we all know about that. Increased range, adds ability to control remotely. Hellstorm. Okay, so we do have the Hellstorm. We have the Skewer missile, which is essentially a Hellstorm without the cluster. And then we have a Hellstorm missile, which is the regular Hellstorm. Overclock 1 gives the additional cluster, or gives an additional cluster missile. Overclock 2 allows you to lock on score streaks. Hand cannon. More ammo. Ooh, dual wield hand cannons might go crazy. I can't lie. That might go crazy. The Gravemaker. Whoa. It's a one-hit kill sniper rifle that can reveal and eliminate targets behind cover. So is it going to have like an X-ray scope and can basically wallbang through anything? Is that how that's going to work? We got the dog, man. We got the dog, chat. The deployable, armored, weaponized groundcraft. You got sentry mode, where it can hunker down and can guard an area with integrated trophy system and deploys a supply pack. And then overclock 2 is longer. It's interceptors. Okay, so this can just destroy flying targets. That is kind of frustrating. It is definitely kind of frustrating when you get like a gunship and then someone just pops an interceptor that costs half the score streak, like half the score, and it takes you down, but we'll see. Watchdog Helo, simple. HKDs is an aerial payload, delivers wheeled hunter killer drones. Oh, so these, just basically a bunch of RCXD drones come out of the sky and they roll around and chase people and kill them. That's kind of cool. We got the Rhino, which is like the Juggernaut suit, sort of. But this is, okay, this is a remote-controlled armored robotic soldier. So you're not in it, you just remote control it, I guess? Is this not the map from BO4? Is that not what this is? This is definitely the map from BO4, is it not? In the middle of the map right here? I forget what it's called. VTOL. Yeah, VTOL, Harp. Okay, Blackbird's in the game. EMP systems, big EMP, Legion. This is just like the swarm, essentially. Cool. All right. So there's some good score streaks. Okay, so wall jumps. You can wall jump up to 3 times in a row, which is kind of cool, I guess. Yo, what's good, Jay? How we doing, man? Optional tack sprint with the perk, W. You can do a grenade body shield finisher. Don't really care about that. Meet the operators. I don't really care about the operators, if I'm being honest. You see some of the operators from Zombies have like this, the look like from the Zombies trailer that we saw, which is kind of cool, I guess. Missed the streams. I'm back, Jay. I'm back, though. Don't worry, man. We are here. And then this side. Wow, you can play with Nikolai. That's actually sick. You're going to be able to play with Nikolai and Dempsey in multiplayer. Interesting. So I'm guessing that means Takio and Richtofen will probably come and... Oh, they're right here. Dumb fuck. I got to stop talking. I was going to say, I guess that means they're going to come at some point, and there they are. There they are. Makes sense. I mean, some of the operators look cool for sure. Some of them look cool for sure. Classic Prestige is still here, which is a W. The XP you earn playing anything is going to carry over for your account. Levels 1 through 55 with 10 Prestiges. And then I do think there is a 1,000 Mastery levels after. Weapon Prestige, there's also going to be 2 Weapon Prestiges with 250 levels after. So, for any, weapon grinders, there you go. Yep, so there is a level 1,000 grind, which is cool. Weapon Prestige, so up to 50, with 250 being the Weapon Master. I doubt I will be going for Prestige Master on most weapons, but hey, I guess you never know, right? I guess you never know. Level unlocks. Each weapon prestige... Oh, we just said that. Your weapon level returns to 1. All weapon builds are locked, and all earned attachments are relocked and must be earned again through leveling the weapon. Okay, so prestige your weapon will relock all your attachments, other than optics. Other than optics, which are permanently unlocked once obtained. So, any beta info? I mean, yeah, the beta's on the 2nd. Everything, it shows everything in here that's going to be in the beta. All the score streaks, all the maps, all the weapons. Your weapon receives a prestige icon next to it. Cool, cool, cool. So prestige 2 will unlock you. Okay, so when you prestige, you'll be able to unlock an attachment permanently. You'll get a unique weapon camo and a prestige build. And then same thing here. Weapon charm, a camo, and a permanent unlock. Cool. Damn, there's a lot, bro. They dropped everything in this. My back is starting to tweak, too. Claim Mr. Wars from past content while earning XP towards chosen unlocks in the armory. Okay, so anything you missed, you could still, like, try to claim later. Cool, cool. Apparently, let me chat. I don't know if you guys saw, but Ghost of Hope said this is going to potentially be the most content we've seen post-launch. I mean, even more than MW3. So, at least the game's going to have a lot of stuff coming post-launch, which is a W. Right? Whether it's good things, we're going to have to see. But you're going to have calling card challenges, daily challenges, weekly challenges, weapon camos. We have not seen the mastery camos yet. I wonder if the mastery camos are going to be fire. Or if it's going to be ass. I really hope they look cool. I really hope they look cool. I kind of hope that, like, the mastery camo, like the top one, is like some sort of orange vibe. Because the whole of Black Ops 7 is like this blue and orange, and I feel like a lot of the time we get like a dark matter type of vibe. I hope that, like, multiplayer is either some sort of orange or blue, like dope mastery, and then zombies is the other one that they don't use. Still waiting for the Thieves announcements. I hear you, Zaner. I hear you. I would imagine they're gonna drop it soon. Maybe they'll drop it on Friday. Who knows? But there's going to be 9 military camos, 3 special camos, 4 mastery camos. Yup. Makes sense. It's going to be less headshots this time. So now you only need 80 headshots per weapon instead of 100. Earn your first camo after 5, then every 10 after that. Okay, okay. Shotguns require point blank, and sniper require one-shot kills to progress, so those don't need headshots, which is nice. Going for headshots with a shotgun or a sniper, which is kind of annoying, bro, because the shotgun, sometimes you aim at the head, but you don't hit him in the head, right? Because if it's not just a slug, and then sniper is going for headshots, sometimes it's just annoying, so one-shot kills should be easy. Imagine a lot of the time it's going to be one-shots. Universal camos, Warzone camos. There's going to be a camo hub, which is going to automatically display camos near completion, and the last used weapon camo display feature will be present in Black Ops 7 at launch. So that's kind of cool. A little easier to know what camos you need to work on or you're getting close for, rather than having to, like, constantly check or track yourself. So I do like that. Obviously, you can unlock more camos through weapon prestige, weekly challenges, season events, and redacted. Reach classified to unlock classified mastery camo. So there's a redacted mastery camo too, I guess, on top of all of this stuff. We'll have to see what that is. Mastery badges. I don't think anybody cares about badges, right? I can't lie. Calling cards and, like, emblems and stuff, I just don't think anybody cares. Statistics and profile. All this stuff is cool, I guess. I hope it's... Chat, if we do not get the combat record at launch, I'm going to tweak. How is it possible that we didn't have this at launch with the last game? And then, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Beta dates, early access beta, pre-order now. I mean, chat, that's everything, bro. We just went through the entirety. There's the beta dates for anybody that didn't see. So if you've pre-ordered or you have Game Pass, you should be able to play early access. If not, you're gonna have to wait till the open beta. But I mean, bro, this is soon, man. I mean, listen, COD Next is on the 30th, which is almost 1 week from now. It's 8 days, and then the beta is 10 days. Next week, later half of next week, man, we're almost here. We are almost here. This is exciting. This is exciting. I'm excited to play the game, stream the game, play games with you guys, see if maybe the boys will get on. I haven't played a game with Preston, Alex, Lando since last time I streamed, pretty much. I think that's the last time that I've played a game with those guys, or really even played a game at all for the most part. I'm excited, bro. Listen, I get excited for COD every year because I've been playing COD for a majority of my life, and the launch of the game is always fun. And even if the game is like not what you want or kind of ass, the first week is still always pretty good. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if BO7 lives up to the hype. Can I fire off my questions? Rick, I answered all of your questions at the beginning of the stream before we started this. I literally answered everything you asked. We talked about phase. We talked about events. We did all that at the beginning. You weren't here? Okay, relist your questions and I'll answer them. Relist your questions and I'll answer all the ones. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I hope Black Ops 7 is good. I mean, listen, if it's the core of BO6 with more content, better maps, better support, it should be good. At the base, it should be good. So we'll see. Nasty to Boston. Nasty to Boston is a W for Boston. It is a L for Nasty. I mean, listen. Boston they got better. They dropped Awakening. They pick up Nasty. They are better. And if Purge can get a little more consistent, if Cammy can step up, that team could still be one of those teams that's like not really moving the needle, but can at least compete for some upsets. So I think it's a W for them. For Nasty, though, absolute L, bro. I mean, he went from so many grand finals playing with some good teammates that are now on phase, that are now on a good Gentlemates team. I feel bad for him. Chat, I gotta get more water, and then I'll continue to answer your questions. Give me 1 sec. Back. I'm rehydrated. Okay. Who's winning majors? Major 1 based off predicted teams? I mean, it's hard to say anybody but Optic. Right? I mean, if Optic comes out and plays the way they just ended last season, I'd imagine they'll win. But it's also the beginning of the year. Well, really, it's just going to come down to who adapts to the game the fastest. So I think it could be really any of those top like 6-ish teams. It's just going to be whoever learns BO7 and grinds the most. We go to the Roster Mania site, look where we stand? Yeah, I'm down. Rostermania.com. All right, create your rosters. Let me put everything in here, man. Let me put everything in here. That's good. Way is going to. Where the hell's Insight? Insight. And then this is Snoopy and Nasty. Bang. There we go. So this is everything. So we got 3 teams we know literally nothing about. Oh, what's good, Alex? What's good, Alex? How we doing, man? Chat, look, this is from what we used on the last around the CDL when we did this. Chat, we predicted the G2 roster perfectly, bro. Perfectly. On that episode like a month ago or a couple weeks ago. We predicted the G2 roster on the dot before there was any rumors about them. And people said that people were talking about how like why Sky is gonna be on this team, blah blah blah. Sky's just terrible. Listen, I'm not saying this team's gonna be good, but we called it. Estriel, Kremp, Gwyn, Skies. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. This team is one of those teams that's probably in like the 7 through 10 range. They're gonna be like fighting for a champ spot down the stretch of the season more than likely. They're probably gonna make a roster change at some point. But that's kind of what to expect, I think, from all of these teams, right? Like Surge, Ravens, Cloud9, Breach, G2, like they're just all going to be in that same spot. They're all going to be in the same spot. I mean, look at every other team, right? You got Optic, going to be amazing. You got Thieves, that we know this team is going to be really good. And even at the very least, you scrapping Hydra, right? Like, this team's going to be good. FaZe, I mean, a bunch of Silver Surfers, but you'd think they're going to be good. Koi, a team that people are pretty high on, think they're going to be good. Falcons maybe has some potential, especially if Exnid plays well. They could be good. Heretics, I mean, it's just the same team from last year, plus Trakes. This team could be pretty good. Gentlemates, a team that people are pretty high on, think it could be good. These other 5 are just going to kind of be like, 2 of them make champs, and then some of them don't. Or one of them makes champs probably, and and the other ones don't. So we'll kind of see how that plays, I guess. Where do you think Slasher ends up? I have no idea. I genuinely don't know. I mean, on one of those 3 empty rosters over there, for sure. Which one it's going to be, I have no clue. I mean, maybe he just goes back to Ravens. I mean, they haven't even posted that he is a free agent yet, right? The only thing we've heard about Slasher this offseason was a little bit of that rumor about him potentially going to that G2 team. But now it looks like it's going to be Skies. So I don't know. I really do not know. Surge is picking up Omit boys. I mean, I would hope so. Listen, we haven't heard anything about Krazer Mamba going anywhere, really, in a long time. So I'd imagine that means they're probably sticking together. And maybe it's going to be Surge, right? Because I don't know, bro. Is Carolina staying this year? I think so. I mean, I think, who is it that was potentially coming in? SSG? Or no? Who was it that they were talking about, like, that the rumor was a couple weeks ago? Was it SSG or was it Shopify? Or was someone from Halo? Someone from Halo was apparently talking about getting a spot. Either way, I think it's going to have to kind of still be like, I mean, even if it's SSG, it's going to have to be like Carolina Space Station or something, because there's just not going to be enough time, I think, for them to full rebrand, kind of like what we saw with Gentlemates last year. Slayer, what's good, man? Who's winning Ballon d'Or? Shit, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I do not know. I gotta check Twitter and see what's going on with that. Don't want Yamal to win. I don't think he will. Don't think he will. When are they actually gonna like announce the winners? Because the show's going on right now, right? So I don't know. Oh, Kayla's back. Doesn't the FaZe rebrand to Vegas make you think City Base is staying for a while? Probably, yeah. I don't think they're gonna get rid of the City Base thing. Unless the CDL, unless they literally just they close the league and they go back to like something like Halo did, where they just kind of open the model up, let other, event organizers run their own events sort of thing and make their own pro circuit. I don't think the city-based stuff's going away. The M8 roster is nasty. Dude, I think that the Gentlemates roster could be good, right? I mean, if those players all playing at their best, that team's disgusting. They voted on it and voted to keep the cities. Well, there you go. There you go. Again, I don't really care about the cities, if I'm being honest. I'm not really someone who really cares. Like, yes, would I prefer to see 100 Thieves and Optic Gaming and FaZe Clan? For sure. But like, bro, I mean, Optic Texas, Optic Gaming, it's still Optic to me either way. LA Thieves, 100 Thieves, it's just still Thieves to me. If anything, it helps potentially the local market or people that don't watch comp to maybe get into a team that's located near them, which we've clearly seen as a thing. I don't know. I don't really care, but it doesn't make a difference to me. Nobody stopped watching. I would very highly doubt nobody stopped watching competitive COD because Optic Gaming is now Optic Texas. Like, I just doubt that's a thing, right? Like, there's just no way that's a thing. But I bet you people became fans of Optic Texas because they're like, wow, I didn't know Comp COD was a thing. And there's a team located in Texas. I live in Texas. Maybe I should root for them. Like, I guarantee you that's happened. So, if anything, I think it's only been like a positive in terms of potentially getting new fans. But I don't know. It doesn't make a difference to me. It don't make a difference to me, man. I became a fan of Optic because they were in Chicago. There you go. Where's your dog? He's right here. Rocket? Rocket, say hi to your mom. Say hi. Look at him. He's like, bro, I'm trying to sleep. I'm trying to sleep. You sleeping, Rocket? All right, you can go back to bed. My bad. My bad on that one, Rocket. Also, chat, shameless plug. Juvee is currently 15% off till tomorrow. And with my code MAV, it's 25% off total. I just want to put that out there. So if you'd like Juvee or you want to try it, you need a restock, 25% off using code MAV at checkout right now. I'm just throwing that out there. I just saw a Discord notification from them that was like, guys, we're extending the sale. So, you know, I'm just saying, 25% off. Get on Octane stream and get his Juvee banner. I think his banner was custom. I mean, maybe Juvee made it for him, and maybe I could ask, but I'm pretty sure I think his banner is custom because they obviously give us access to all their assets and stuff. So there's a Juvee banner I can use, but it doesn't have like my code on it. It's just a general Juvee banner. So I want to say he paid someone to make that himself, but I probably should just have someone make one. Yeah, no, his banner is sick. His banner is sick. I mean, I have this thing down here. I have this little banner thing down here that rotates through like custom Canva graphics I made. There's a Juvee one in here, I'm pretty sure. There it is. Look at that. Code map for 10% off. Hey, 25% right now, though. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I should have had that on this whole time. Look, we got the Omit team kits in there. There you go. Shout out Omit. I'm excited to see if what a new Omit jersey could look like if they're making one. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm excited for the CDL to start again, right? I mean, it's gonna be a minute, but I'm excited for when the CDL comes back. I don't know. I wonder, bro. I wonder if it's gonna be like early December or if it's gonna like be pushed all the way to January. 100T Jake this upcoming year. Brother, I got a bad feeling the 100T Jake ain't really gonna happen. Not saying I'm not gonna continue to work for it and support the team and like, you know, maybe one day that's the dream, but I mean, bro, they're laying people off. I highly doubt. You know, I mean, they just got rid of Josh. I mean, technically, I think Josh is still gonna be staying on there as a creator, but like, I don't think they're gonna be picking up many new signings, creator wise for a minute. Especially if they have Josh and they have Octane and they have Enable and they have Nadeshot and they have the COD team. I don't know if they're looking to expand their COD department. But again, if anyone at 100T is ever listening, you know I'm down, man. You know I'm down. I'll work for free. I will get in there for free. Optic Jake Mav. Ooh, man. I mean, listen. Money talks, bro. Throw me a little something, something. If I could be a full-time creator comfortably, you know what I'm saying? Falcons Jake Maverick. A Gentlemates Jake Maverick. I don't know, bro. Hit me up. Hit me up, man. They're gonna have to pay my buyout to Rafi, though. They're gonna have to pay the Rafi buyout. Roger needs help with the process. Brother, I think I would be terrible at that. My editing knowledge is so basic. I don't think I'd be any help in that department. I can't lie. Man. People won't stop freaking out. It's not. Yeah, dude. I mean, people are just really excited. And I guess they kind of were like, okay, it's coming out here. And then they were like, never mind, we're pushing it back. And they were like, okay, it's coming out soon. And they just kept kind of like pushing it back. So, I mean, listen, people, they want it to be perfect. And you know, when it comes out, it's going to be absolute cinema and people are going to be losing their mind over how good it is. It's just people have no patience these days, right? We all have short attention spans. We all have no patience. Everybody wants immediate satisfaction. That's just humanity, unfortunately. That's hilarious, Rick. Man, I mean, again, chat, we got the zombies reveal on Wednesday. We got COD next on the 30th, World Series of Warzone on the 1st, and then the beta starts the 2nd. So that right there is some upcoming things that I'm excited to be live for sure. And again, if y'all want to hang out with me, I'm live on the 1v1 me Twitch and YouTube Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights from, what time is it? From, I go live like 8:45 Central for about like 2 hours, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday nights. I mean, if y'all want to come vibe with me, and you can catch me over there too. Which is cool. And we just need COD to come back, bro. I need BO7 to drop now. Maybe they can bump up the you know what they really got to do? Here's what COD's got to do to really like make people happy and excited. They got to, for one, they got to extend the beta, right? The beta is what did the dates? What did I just say the dates were? I had them right here. The 2nd through the 5th, and then the 5th through the 8th. What they got to do, I mean, the 8th is a Wednesday. They got to take the beta and they got to extend it through that weekend to like 12th. That right there will get people hyped and make people excited. Then what they got to do is they got to drop the game early. Instead of November 14th, move it up like a week. And just get people excited. When does Battlefield come out? Because that's obviously been the talking point. That's been the talking point, is like, oh, COD's scared of Battlefield, which, I mean, to be fair, they probably are, and rightfully so. But also, if they move up too close, I feel like they shouldn't move their launch date. If Battlefield comes out like a month before, you got a chance that like after a month of playing Battlefield, people are just ready to play COD. They're both going to do fine for sure. I think people are overreacting. I mean, anytime I post a TikTok or a YouTube short about the Black Ops 7, I get like 3 comments that are like, okay, bro, I don't care. I'm playing Battlefield. Like, I don't care that you're playing Battlefield. Just like you don't care about, like, who cares? What do you think about Major 2 being the last week of March? Dude, I think the schedule might be weird. Unless the CDL season, it doesn't start until the new year, we're going to have a nice gap, more than likely, in between Major 1 and Major 2, which sucks. Which definitely sucks. But I guess we'll see. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Again, I don't know if the CDL season is going to start like the beginning of December like it did this past year, or if they're going to push it back post New Year. Been watching Halo this year. It's been fun. You picked a bad time to start watching Halo. You picked a bad time to start watching Halo, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, Rick, I don't know. And I don't know if the 11 quals are, if they're doing that just for that major where they're doing only 8 teams, or if they're doing that like every time. I don't know. Or the best, because that's true too. That's true too. Two more events left. Yeah. I wonder what's going to happen to Halo. Like, I wonder, like, I know they're taking like a year off or whatever from comp. I wonder, like, what happens post that, like 2027, 2028. Does it come back? Is there a new game? I don't know, dude. I got you, Slayer. I got you. Don't worry, bro. Your thumb is gonna be perfect. BO7 is gonna come out. You're gonna be lit. What's good, Denver? How we doing, man? Apparently, they're showing a new game at Worlds, but a 2-year hiatus. Yeah. Man, dude, the fall from grace Halo had. I mean, Halo and COD were like hand in hand, like the FPS games, like 15 years ago. Like Halo 3, the golden era of COD. It was like, yeah, everyone was playing those. Everyone knew those on the Xbox. Now look at us. COD is at a fall from grace, even though it's still massively popular in terms of game quality. Is fall from grace, and Halo's just cooked. Halo's just cooked. Hey, let's go, Denver. I'm sure the newborn is tiring, bro. I'm sure it is. I'm not ready for that just yet, so wishing you the best. Dude, it looks so nice outside. It's still 90 degrees. But apparently it's gonna finally cool off. Why not? Kayla, you're not ready either. Who you kidding? You see like one baby at work and you're like, you're so lit, and then but you're not actually ready. How do you feel that LAT is the one-tier red team, the CDL? Exactly as it should be, Rick. Exactly as it should be. I mean, listen, I don't mind if they're the only red team at this point. I don't mind. I mean, we'll see what Gentlemates, when they rebrand, if like what they use as their actual colors. Because the Gentlemates org, I feel like their colors are like all over the place. There's like pink and like purple in there, and there's like also like a yellow in there. But hey, 100T, only red team in the CDL. Don't mind if I do, man. Don't mind if I do. Nah, I feel like FaZe in pink is kind of weird because I just think of FaZe as red. But like I said earlier, bro, I think the logo looks better in pink and white than the like leaked red and black ones did. It definitely feels weird for FaZe, but I actually think it looks better. Bro, chat, my back is starting to kill me, man. I'm telling you, I got to get my back sorted out before this beta starts for COD. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it in time, but my back is cooked, bro. I can't sit for too long. I can't stand up straight. Holy crap. I'm cooked. I am cooked. Unk is falling apart? No, for real. I'm telling you, bro. Like I can't wait to see what I did. Whether it's a slip disc or a pinched nerve, but like I can feel exactly where it is, and the pain radiates down my left leg, like through my left hip into my leg. Oh my god. I definitely think I fucked something and it's pinching my nerve, but it is not feeling good. It has been a week since this started, and holy crap, I feel like every day it's slightly worse. I can't lie, so I need to get this sorted. Oh, I messed it up bad, Jay. I seriously, I mean, I'm pretty sure I messed it up lifting I had a box that I was putting back in my closet, but my closet is like, if anyone lives in Texas, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but there's like not enough room in houses in Texas for storage. So my closet is just basically storage for shit, and I was putting this box, it's probably only like 10 pounds, up onto the shelf. But because my closet is so filled, I was like kind of doing it on a weird angle from in the doorway to put it up there. And I think I just like turned weird or tweaked it weird from the way I was standing as I was picking it up over my head. And my back started to hurt that day. And then from then on out, it's just gotten worse. Oh, it's not good. It is not good. And nothing like pain relievers like Advil, Tylenol, that shit don't work at all, man. It don't work at all. But I'm getting it looked at on Monday. That was the earliest I could get in, so I got to wait a week. Ice bats? Yeah, I mean, I've been icing it and using a heating pad. The heating pad definitely helps because I feel like it like loosens up the muscles in that area a little bit, but it only provides me relief for like an hour. I literally used the heating pad for like 20 minutes before I went live because I was like, I'm gonna be sitting in my chair for a couple hours. And then the ice doesn't do shit. The ice just makes it cold. It just freezes it for the 10 minutes that I ice it. Put the heating pad on now. I know. I'm gonna need to. I'm sorry. I'm literally already sweating in here. So when I put that heat, I'm gonna have to get naked. Put the heating pad on. I think that's against TOS probably on YouTube and Twitch. Free OnlyFans. I know. Maybe that should be what I start. I'll start an OnlyFans, nursing my back to health, but naked. You know what I'm saying? That'll be the entire concept. That'll be the entire concept. Cheeks out? No, literally. Holy. Wow. Chat, what have you guys been up to, man? What have you guys been up to since I last talked to y'all? I mean, like, I've been live in like a month. I posted a few videos here and there, bro. First of all, not only is like the CDL community kind of dead right now, but YouTube is cooked right now. I mean, I'm posting videos and I'm getting 300 views. So I've been down bad in that department too. But like, how you guys been, bro? How you guys been? What you guys been up to? They have been upset about the rumor format for the season. That, yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel that. I feel that for sure. Oh. $245 already. Been working, watching Halo for the most part. There you go. There you go. Dude, I'm going to be busy once the CDL starts back up. Between CDL watch parties, YouTube videos, other streams, and then the stuff I'm now doing with 1v1 me, which is like probably... It probably comes out to like 15 to 20 hours a week. I'm gonna be pretty busy, I can't lie. But I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. Had a baby on August 21st, bought the wife a new Subaru Outback, and we celebrate our 1-year wedding anniversary. Hell yeah, Denver. Congrats, bro. You're lit. I mean, listen, it sounds like an expensive couple weeks, but that sounds awesome, bro. Congratulations for real. I mean, 1 month since the baby, 1-year wedding anniversary, new car. Hell yeah. We love that. While it's cooked, I can only imagine. I mean, we've been paying for our wedding, but that I can only imagine how your wallet's feeling right now. But that is still pretty dope. I don't understand how they didn't get the minor tournaments were the way to go. Can't say money because they don't cost more. Rick, it feels like it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back with these CDL cats. That's just what it's like, man. It's just like the path forward is so obvious. It's on the table. And then they start to make progress, and then they turn around and they put that bitch in reverse. They throw it in reverse, Terry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Ooh, yeah, Denver. That's no good. But hey, listen, man. As long as the baby's all right, that's really all that matters, right? That's just being a parent. The money comes and goes, but taking care of the health, well-being of everybody in the fam, that's the best way to use your money, right? If there's any way to spend your money, it's going to be on taking care of yourself and the people you love. So that's one of the better costs you can have. It's just usually an expensive cost. It's just usually very expensive. Okay, let me refresh this Ballon d'Or page. What are we saying? Donnarumma won the... What is this? Donnarumma won the goalkeeper award. Okay, okay. CDL packs, bro. CDL packs are dead, bro. There's just no more. There's no more online. I'm sure there's some physical ones I can find, but hey, peace out, Denver. Peace out. How's the sports betting going? I really haven't done too much. I mean, I post my underdog picks here and there with some of the NFL stuff, but I'm kind of saving my underdog funds for when the CDL season rolls back around. That's what I know best. Plus, all the plays I do on underdog and stuff, I don't really do it to make money. You know what I mean? But dude, I've been getting cooked. The fucking underdog play that I posted yesterday for the Sunday games, it was such like a basic ass, like it was like I forget who was it that I picked, Bijan Robinson maybe, and Josh Jacobs touchdowns, and then it was a Russell Wilson gimme pick for like over 0.5 yards. I mean, fucking the teams that I picked got cooked, bro. Like the players on the teams that I picked got slammed. I swear to God, like the jinx is irreversible. There's nothing I can do to stop the jinx. I don't get it. I just do not get it. Oh man, I'm just ready, bro. I can't wait. Again, I think I'm gonna be live on Wednesday, so in 2 days, for the zombies info. I don't know how many people care about zombies, but I figured like if I'm gonna be chilling and watching it and talking about it, I might as well go live for a little bit. And then obviously next week, COD Next, World Series of Warzone into the beta. I'm gonna be live for all that. So I mean, we're gonna be lit next week. Next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like we're going to be lit. So I'm excited for that. I do. Let's go, Bryant. That's what I'm talking about. I know people. I know there's people that like zombies for sure. And the zombies look pretty interesting this year. So I'm definitely excited to see more, learn more about the new perks and the map and whatever else. Apparently there's going to be a ton of zombies content this year too. So I'm definitely very excited. And I'm ready to be back to streaming. I'm definitely ready to be back. And then once I get my back sorted out, however long that takes, and I can sit here for longer than a couple hours without my back starting to kill me, we'll be lit. Used to love zombies, but it is what it is now. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. I just haven't really... Last time I like really played zombies was probably Cold War. But even that, I didn't really play all that. Like, I didn't play as much as I nearly did back in the day. BO3, BO2, BO1. So, I'm hoping it can... You know what I mean? They brought back the OG characters, right? Like... I know it's like them from different timelines, so it's not like the same ones that are in the original story, but you know that's going to get people excited, right? So we'll see what they do with that. We'll definitely see how they do that. We're unks. I'm for real though. For real. But chat, I'm going to go use the heating pad on my back because it is starting to kill me and I don't know how much longer I can sit here, man. So a little short 2.5 hour stream today, but we'll be back. I mean, if anything good happens, maybe tomorrow, but if not, at least Wednesday to talk about more COD and zombies and stuff. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, man. I'm back. We're going to be lit. Streams coming back at you soon. Content getting back on the grind. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have been good. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you in a couple days, if not next week, for all the BO7 action we're going to have. So chat, I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day.